I don't think you gives a shit.
You don't know. I couldn't be like that.
You couldn't?
No, not at all. Because I like people too much. He just obviously doesn't give a rip about anyone.
I don't think he does.
That's my issue, is that he really doesn't care about anyone.
But neither
Like
did
when you're slating a one-legged woman,
But neither, yeah, that's true.
that shows me that he doesn't care about anyone. And like, I'm not about to pull the guy up and say that he's the best thing since sliced bread just because he's willing to say a few things.
Nah.
It depends what bits get shown of people, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, she were alright. I got on well with her. Loved being around her and squatted when she went.
You're going to show me these.
We just have to walk over them again.
I haven't seen them.
It's mad the way you can see through everything, can't you?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's the bedroom.
We need another party, don't we?
But that's me for a minute. Nice. I.
Pretty decorated everything. Looks like a proper good party.
Was it a proper good party or not really?
It was it was the best party because we had about 5 songs. Andrew. That's Ben.
Is that Laura?
Yeah. That was the night the day after they came in. The next night. Doesn't it look like we're all wrecked just because of in every picture? Lager.
I'm not
Does
back
it
up now
does
for
look like that?
video or anything.
Oh. Look. Because Lobster's so long.
Where's that?
That's just outside there.
What, the entrance they put over it?
No, I think it was like on the side.
I love this picture of Steve, the next one.
Yeah, it's cool, that, isn't it? Can you see through any of the mirrors? Is there a camera in the mirror? Oh, I'd love a picture of these, a copy of these pictures, would you? Josie.
Not really, I went there. Where are you in these?
Oh, that was like proper.
Why?
Oh, just. I fell out with him.
With who?
Oh.
Well, you fell out of Ben.
Yeah, but I was like dancing around the room and all. I wasn't really in the pictures. I was just like, woo, let's get some sweets.
Let's see all the sweets.
Can't really see there, but there was hundreds of them.
You should take a picture of them all.
Like, they were just like round circles made of marshmallows and inside filled with sweets.
No way. That's such a good picture.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Dancing away. When you haven't heard music for ages, you go crazy, don't you? When you hear it, you're like, woo! Byron playing guitar there. Looks like we're all smashed, doesn't it?
The newbies.
Oh. Hope she's alright.
Yeah, she will be. Put in his mouth. Sweet.
Yeah, it was like a tongue sweet. From the sun that week.
You got your tongue out in every single one of these pictures, Corin. You look cute in them though.
Yeah. Just saying, these pictures, on every other picture you can see cans and we've all got cans in our arms.
Do you want to turn
You'd
off the
think
light
that
when
we were
you're...
wrecked.
Oh, I can turn it off, don't worry.
Well, what lighted you, have you?
I'll turn it off once you're in. That's cool.
So I'm in the sack. Joe's asleep.
It's gonna.
He's awake, bless her.
There's one or two reasons that's going on. Either like he doesn't give a rip when he's a nasty piece of work, or he doesn't think before he speaks.
I think it's the latter.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was
Because he's definitely saying stuff.
Well, what's the
I
worst?
think-
What's the worst thing he said in the house so far? Do you reckon? To Josie that she's. No.
Dude, he said to us out in the hut that basically, because of the type of person Josie is, and because she likes attention, that she would enjoy doing the magazine things and getting paid for it because she likes attention.
And then, but in front of him and Josie, I said, what you meant to say was, Sam, that you think that if people ask you questions when you get out, that she'll be more than willing to answer them. And he said, yes. He goes, I didn't mean it to sound like it was anything to do with the money. He goes, I don't believe it will have anything to do with the money. He just said that, he said, what I meant to say was if the papers or whoever asks her questions about the situation, she will answer them.
But didn't he almost suggest that like the reason that you and her are having whatever relationship it is for the attention?
He didn't say nothing to me.
Didn't he say something like that to Josie though? Didn't she pick up on him saying?
He hasn't
something
said,
like
he hasn't said anything about anything about me. He's nailed it all on Josie.
that? Yeah, but he did say something like that, didn't he? Something
Yeah,
similar
which,
to that.
but I questioned him about it, and every time he talks he doesn't talk his way out of it because he can't, because I didn't hear the original conversation. If I heard the original conversation, I would say to him, listen, Sammy, you didn't say that, you said this. This is the way you said it. Like, what have you got to say for yourself? But because I didn't hear the conversation, and I asked him about the situation, and he explains it to me in his way, it's really his word against...
But what you're going to do is a similar situation to what will go on with Benny. Because Benny was a really sharp and shrewd guy,
Yeah.
yet when he would do certain things, you'd pull him up on it and you'd say, I didn't understand.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
or
yeah.
you're misunderstanding me.
Yeah, yeah,
You
talk-
don't know
yeah,
me, so
yeah,
you're
yeah, talking
misunderstanding
shit.
me. And you know that like he wasn't that stupid. He was pretty shrewd. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
pretty switched
But
on.
Sam Pepper's only been in the house 2 days.
Yeah, but I
Like,
guarantee
like,
he's
I
an
knew
inte-
Benny
I
for
guarantee
fucking
he's
8
an-
weeks and couldn't work
Yeah,
it
but I
out.
guarantee he's an intelligent guy. I guarantee he's got a lot of knowledge.
Only time will tell. There's no
Yeah,
point
I'm
jumping.
not
No, there's no
bothered
point
by it.
anyone jumping at any conclusions.
I'm not bothered about it. You know, I want to get on with him. That's what I said to you earlier. I ain't got no problem hanging out in the bed with him. I'll have fun with him. Same as I'll have fun with everyone else. All I'm saying is, his track record up until this point isn't good, and I wouldn't be surprised if going forward there would be a couple of incidences.
In a way, I just on the outside world, if I just feel as though he may be a little bit okay. I'm not saying he hasn't deserved it or whatever. I just on the outside world, if someone was being like, it's obvious that he hasn't got that many people to talk to in here. I would help someone like that on the outside. That's just the sort of person I am. Whether he was like that or whether for whatever reason that he is the sort of person that I will stick my neck out for on the outside, unless he does something blatantly bad, and I will pull him up 100%. I will. But until then, at the moment, he's not as if he's coming out and saying da 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 da, fuck you. He's not doing that. He's sort of, when you do pull him up on stuff, he is trying to talk his way out of it, whether he's lying or whether he's not. But but obviously he cares, or else he wouldn't do that, would he? So,
Right,
so what you got to look at is,
Let's just go back then.
if he is lying, fair enough. But he is trying to talk his way out of it and trying to come to
Well,
some sort of an
obviously he will.
understanding.
Obviously he
Why?
will.
Obviously. If he was that malicious and that vicious, he would just say, yeah, that's what I said. If you don't like it, Johnny, fuck off. And that's what he would say. If he was that bad of a person, that's what he would say, wouldn't he? He don't give a rip.
Yeah, but obviously
But I
what
think he does give a shit.
Yeah,
Because
but what
he
he's
wouldn't try and
doing
get
is,
himself
dude,
out of it if that was the way.
him before he engages his brain, and then when you're pulling up on it, he's trying to get himself out of it. For instance,
So that tells me,
For
that
instance,
tells
the
me that he
Leanne
doesn't
thing.
mean what he says.
so the Leanne thing, he basically tried to make it, he didn't say it when people were there.
Yeah, no, I'll be alright.
And when they make that recording,
Just put it on it because I get jammed and everything. No,
Is that alright? Stop.
Yeah.
Cool. Tell her how you
moving something to the classroom. Yeah, that's why it must be, because that can't be just a camera out. Like,
Joseph's back on sleep. Yeah.
what?
You know, Aaron.
Yeah, it's alright, I just got,